Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage. I'm Paint Girly. Boy, there's a lot of you in here already this morning. Good morning, good morning. Vale is here. Good morning. And Peggy, good morning. There's Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Good morning. Yeah, it's supposed to be 104 here today. I don't know about the pool. Look, I got these metal brushes. I remember these from when I was a kid. Remember rubber cement? I think this is the kind of brush they use with rubber cement. I thought it might be good to try one of these if I want to spread out a lot of my Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix, whatever one it is. I'm just cleaning up a little bit here. Yeah. Does somebody come to your house for therapy, Cindy, or do you have to go out? It's oppressive. My husband, he went to card club yesterday and he was just amazed that a couple ladies didn't come to card club because it was so hot, and in his opinion, it's just a walk from the car into the air conditioned room, you know. But some people have breathing issues, which makes it more difficult. The one lady's like 91 years old. I mean, what the heck? Do you really need to be out in that heat, starting up your car, and even a short walk to play a hand of cards? I mean, come on. That's probably why she's 91, because she doesn't do anything stupid, you know? Cindy, I sent another message to a Cindy Daly on Messenger, but I guess it's not you. I'm going to try Cindy Daly 8888. Maybe that's the ticket, but I cannot find any of the messages you may have sent me. Alright, I took a trip yesterday to the Dollar Tree. In particular, I wanted mini um, composition books. When Janet arrived, we were stopping at a produce place, a produce junction, and next to it had a Dollar Tree, which she had not been in before. So, of course, we scooted in there. Well, she spied mini composition book. So I said, well, got to be careful because sometimes they're stitched. It was on Facebook. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Facebook. That's Messenger. Um, you have to go out. Um, so I went to a different Dollar Tree and they had them. They had a lot of them. I thought, I'm getting four of them, and there's three in a pack. So I got home, opened up the first one, and all the pages fell out. So these are not stitched. These are different than the ones Janet got. So now I guess I'll be returning. But I colored these pages anyway, and I have this little cover. So I thought I would start first by using this little cover and covering it with fabric. So I went on to Whatnot a week or so ago, and ordered some fabric from this gal. Hey, Jackie, good morning. Um, and I like this fabric quite a lot, what I got from her. I'll show you some of it. So I thought I'm just going to glue this down. Now these edges are rounded, so I think I'm going to go this way and glue all my corners in this way. Maybe I should trim it a little bit. Get off the excess. Hey, Ange, good morning. So I'm just going to be messing around with making some journal covers because I've got some stuff. Oh my gosh. The Amazon packaging, if it gets any better, I might just lose my mind. The last ones I got like just yesterday. It's so heavy. It's so nice. Good morning, Joyce. All right, so this is my one little fabric that I got from Whatnot. She was selling fat quarters. This is supposed to be a retro vintage type fabric. This is a little heavier, but it's just one-sided. But I love green, and I just thought that looked really nice. So I grabbed that one. Oh, and then there's this one. These burgundy ones kind of all work together. There was this as well. So I picked up these as well. And then this one I thought was different. So I grabbed this one. They were like a couple of bucks each. So I didn't think that was too bad. And I don't know how Whatnot works, but after you make so many purchases, I don't know. I ended up with free shipping. So that what I didn't, I thought I did okay with that. Then I thought I was done, and then she brought out these. And I've hopes to make a yellow journal. Hey, Shaz, there you are. Good afternoon, or it's early evening for you, my dear. Um, you're probably used to this. It's winter for you, isn't it? Maybe your weather's not this hot. Um, so I grabbed these two, and this all started because she showed this, and I wanted to dye. I want to dye this with my coffee. Can you see the white on white? See the white on white pattern there? So I want to dye that. And then I showed Jacqueline this, and she said, "Is that a Batiste?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know. I don't think so, but I think it is." To open it up. Midnight Thursday, heading into Friday. So I really thought this was pretty different. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for. A lot of them, I guess, will be journal covers. So I've got some of it torn already. I did some ironing yesterday. Of course, Scooter was out here. We had an outlet that needed to be attended to, and he had to move all my crap to get to it. I think for this, maybe for this one, I see Connie. Hi, Connie. I see people saying hi, Connie, but I miss Connie coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so I'm going to use my matte medium on the cover. And then I'm going to use a Fabrifix to do this part here. And I'm going to see if I can make these corners look half decent. Because I don't want to try to make them square without any support there. So it's what I'm going to do, girls. It's just what I'm going to do. Then I've got like 3 or 4 tubs of trims and stuff sitting behind me. So hopefully. Angie says, "See what I wrote?" No, honey, I didn't see what you wrote. I was trying to get stuff together here, my supplies, and showing fabric, and I wasn't watching. Hold on. Let me see if I can scoot back. Oh, there's Connie. Good morning, Connie. Dun, 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 dun. Angie. I had a blessing yesterday from a crafter. Don't want to say who, but was blessed with an oh, honey, that's so wonderful. That's so wonderful. I pray that they be blessed. I'm sure they're blessed to give. It's blessing to give. It definitely is a blessing to give, but I hope they are abundantly blessed because they were so kind to you. That's wonderful. All right, so I want something to put a little bit of this in. Maybe I just should. I'm looking for a piece of, trash, basically trash. Or something. I can pick it out of this. I can pick it out of this. You cried? Yeah, I guess I would cry too, sweetie. I hope it's nice and comfy. All right, I'm going to pour a little of this matte medium out. And Peggy gave me Vaseline to put on my lids, and I haven't done around the necks of my stuff like this, but I haven't done it yet, Peggy. I haven't. It's pink. Woohoo! I haven't really unpacked my retreat stuff yet. Well, I got my Phillies things out, but I didn't unpack the rest of my retreat stuff. I'm such when I go on vacation, it takes me weeks and weeks and weeks to unpack. Look at all this stuff. See, I shouldn't be picking at this now. I'm such a slug. I'm such a slug. And of course, I have my brush. I was sitting on my comfy chair working on stuff, and I have my big brush out by my comfy chair that I didn't go get. So, what do I want to use? I guess I'll use this little silicone number. All right, so I almost glued the wrong side. Not that it would matter, but I'm just going to paint on some glue here. I'm going to be a little generous. Now, I put this on top of this plastic, and this is a work surface too under that, but I thought, why get that all gluey when I don't have to? So I'm just gonna, and then I'm gonna just flip it over, and then we'll see how it goes. Now I've got some Amazon packaging paper here. So I want to make a couple of journals covers with that. I love how that feels. Oh, once you cover that with fabric or paper, really. All right, so this is what I'm doing. Just pushing this down. See, now because your fabric is porous, the glue's coming through. I'm going to take a very sturdy credit card thingy or whatever the heck it was. But it's no longer, valid. Don't use your good ones. I have done that. It takes a little bit to clean off the paint. So, our silly dog, she fooled me this morning. She's stuffing her feet like she wants to go out and, do her business. No, she goes out and flops in the yard like she's sunbathing. It's just too hot to leave her out there too long, So she was out here again already, wanting to go out. She just likes to lay in the yard and watch what's going on out there, which, it's really not much going on out there. Just love to be outside. Okay, now, oops, that could be glued a little better. Maybe we'll add a little of this here. Okay, Ange. If it's got to be outside, be cautious and don't let yourself get dehydrated. You are 60 now. Okay. So I'm disappointed with my pages because they all came out of this little notebook. Now, see, I was trying to get the better deal. I could have ordered some from Walmart and paid a lot more for them, which I might end up doing anyway. Now, these aren't set up right. But see, I put paint on my pages, and I have to line these up better. But I'm going to just glue the back like it was and see if I can get it back in there, see if I can make it work and the pages stay in. But this was done so poorly. I mean, really, I just opened it up and all the pages started to jump out. And it's that old adage, you get what you pay for. So yeah, normally I wouldn't cover these edges, do this way, but since it's got the rounded corners, which I like, I'm just going to try it to bring in my four corners first. I mean, it was so hot yesterday, and it's going to be hotter today. When I got back from the Dollar Tree, I was going to go to the pool, but I figured the water's probably not going to be real refreshing. But I just didn't feel like squeezing all this goodness into my bathing suit and getting in the hot car and going over. I mean, it's really, I mean, it's hard to breathe. It's so thick here. And our son works, he's a shipper. He's the shipping department for his company. So he works out where, oh, me, hello, my dear, how are you? Good, Peggy's going to stay put. Is it warm? Is it warm for you, Amit? Or not so much yet? I just didn't want to have to wiggle my booty into my bathing suit and then get my butt to the pool. Maybe we'll go today. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Hey, Cat, how you doing? I keep saying Cat, but I guess it is Cats. But your name is Catherine, right? So that could be Cat. If I call you something you don't like what I'm calling you, please tell me, because I don't know unless you tell me. I don't know. Now, of course, I'm going to align the inside, but this one I'm probably not going to line until I get my my page block in, because it's going to be a glued spine, right? If it was a pamphlet stitch kind of deal, then I could stitch it right through and have my stitch marks on the back, which wouldn't be a bad idea. But that's not going to be the case with this one. So I'm not going to line the inside just yet because I don't have my pages ready. So if you've not done this before, this part is really easy. And you could, I would think, you could use just regular Elmer's glue or Elmer's glue all. You might want to add a little water to it. I'm not sure. Peggy probably would know better about that. You don't want it too watery. And I've not tried, one of my trim, I've got a whole stack of my trim boxes sitting behind me. One of them just decided to move. Hey, Jill, good morning. Anybody have any plans for the 4th? We don't. We used to when my parents were alive. It was always a big deal and a big picnic day at my parents' place, but they all just kind of sleep. She just keeps going out and laying in the yard, Mom. I just had her out.
Mommy says you were just out.
She didn't do anything. She just went out and flopped.
No, I'm not thinking.
So she just wants to lay in the sun.
All right, I'm going.
You're going?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Bye. Take her with you, please.
Okay.
Thank you. She's a little nudge. Yeah, I know. Patty, it's Patty. Hi, Patty. Oh my gosh, what a good group. Thanks for coming in, girls. Typing on anything anymore is a challenge for me. I love to type. I used to love to type. I used to um, check my speed, which really wasn't very good, and play this game, where you're typing. Of course, I had to do it when I didn't have any nails on. I worked with a girl who, oh my gosh, her fingers flew. She could type like, I don't remember her last name. Her first name was Sharon. She was amazing. Okay, I forget what I was saying. Said hi to Jill, and then good morning to Patty too. Nice to see you, ladies. I just straightened up my trim. I had all my boxes stacked, and they're a little slippery. So, Dollar Tree had some really cute journals. I saw it. I like the paper. And boy, my fingers are going to be a mess. I like the paper. The covers were just so-so. Well, you'll see some of the covers. And I thought, well, I could cover that with fabric. Take the paper out. Boy, this is not. It's sticking to my fingers. Oh, I know. I've got this Teflon doohickey here. Oh, yeah, me too. I just love those. I forgot about those. I don't know why. I always did like to type. And really, I was just average. But so I decided to get a couple of these journals and take them with the intent to take them apart. The one set of pages are green. I don't think I'm going to do anything with those because I really like the way they look. Now, I think I'm going to glue these pages together because my other option would be hey, Judy, good morning. My other option would be to do some washi tape, put the pages together, and then I could do the pamphlet thing. But I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. And like I said, I'm holding off on the inside on this one because I might have to glue the block in, and then that'll have wings on it, and I'll glue that down, and I can cover the wings with whatever I decide to put on the inside. So let's just set that there. Oh, I was going to say I haven't tried glue stick to put fabric on a cover. Now, this is another one of the covers, Born to Teach, which, it's okay. But if you want to make a junk journal or something really cool, I don't want this on it. And I may have been born to teach, but I'm not teaching now. So it had these pages in it, a dot grid page, got that little design at the bottom. So I think that's, cute. So this can go back in. Now these came out, these were stitched. So these came out very, somewhat easily. So I've got several. And then they had a lot of debris, because you know how there's some pages just won't come out. I guess they glue those in, or they're glued partly here. So I ripped those out, and then I put my heat tool in the spine and scraped up some of the glue and the threads and stuff. And then I just reinforced that a little with some cards, some scrapbook paper cardstock type weight. And, so this will be a smaller journal, but it's got an okay little spine. And let's see what I have in the way of fabric to cover this one with. So Hugs was in here mooching everything around to get to his outlet. And he pushed all my fabric. So let's see it. Hope it's not too badly wrinkled. I think that's too narrow. I might want the green. I'm not sure. Marcus Brother Textiles. Hi, Gail. Oh, Gail, I guess, did you walk this morning, Gail? Hi, Kelsey. I'm not sure if it's morning for everybody. I know it's not for Chaz, but all right, let's see. Let's see if I cut this. Yeah, this will be okay. Actually, this is really big. Okay, so I don't need all this. So let's trim some of this off. No, too hot. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. But mainly go, oh, I hope you feel better. Is it heat related? I'm wondering if it's heat related. Oh, I hope you're feeling better soon. I think our dog might be a little depressed because it's been so warm. She hasn't been on a walk for a while. So we played yesterday, but it's just like kids, it's never enough, right? Yeah, it's difficult. I was in Pearl's the other day and she was sharing some health difficulties she's having and trying to figure out what to do. And the physician she saw really didn't say anything or give her any indication. Like if you're having a problem, okay, and they somewhat identify it. Okay, so let's just say I'm not going to talk about Pearl's situation because that's her story, but say, and hers isn't blood pressure, but say it's blood pressure, and they say, okay, well, have a good day, and I'll see you in 6 months. And they don't really say anything to you, like, oh, that's concerning, or, cut back on salt, or, some of these other things that they might say. They didn't say anything to her. And the poor woman's doing her own research. She's very frustrated, and I'm sure a little concerned. And she's seeing a new physician, but it's a little upsetting when you're not. It's like they don't pay attention to you. My doctor's not like that. He usually says, well, why do you think that is? Or have you been doing anything different? Or, they kind of investigate a little bit to see try to figure out what's going on. She got nothing from this clown. Sorry, that's disrespectful, but anyway. So I had asked her, and I don't know, Gail, you're pretty smart. I was eating grapefruit because I'm not on any other medication that causes me not to be able to eat it. But there's one doctor, a younger doctor, and he's a lot of natural stuff and foods and stuff like that, And he says grapefruit helps keep your blood pressure in check. So I don't know if you want to investigate that, you know. But I, since my dental issues, I've not been eating the grapefruit. I haven't been eating a lot of stuff because I can't chew. Um, but I'm going to try to get back to the grapefruit. And so I wasn't even taking my blood pressure medicine. It felt pretty good, but I've been feeling a little weird lately. So I started taking the blood pressure medicine again. Of course, I don't have the side effects from it, but you know. Oh, thanks, Jill. Yeah. See, that was with my dad. He wasn't supposed to eat the grapefruit. I just thought I'd mention it in case you weren't on anything that would prohibit you from trying it. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Try to really press it down. Now, a lot of times, I'll get a bubble. I think I have it covered pretty well, but I might have missed glue somewhere or something. And I'm not too concerned about these, spine cracks. Yeah, right. You have to be careful with the grapefruit, right? You have to know your medicine and know if you can take it or not. That's why I mentioned that. Yeah. And of course, you can always check with your doctor or your pharmacist. They help you with those things too, in most cases. All right, I think I can take a little bit off the bottom there. But and I love grapefruit. I mean, I don't eat it like a normal person. My mother served it years ago when we were kids. Of course, she dumped sugar all over it. Cut it in half and then cut down the little sections, dump sugar all over it. Oh, I like the sugar, but I don't eat it that way anymore. I peel it and I take all the membrane off because it's so much sweeter that way. Okay, I keep trimming this. Don't want to, because these covers are thin because it's just a little, journal from the dollar store. So these aren't, like heavy hardback books. So now to do the inside, because I'm using the Fabrifix, because when you use this type of glue, you can pull it down, hold it for a few seconds, and it should stay where you put it. Where the white glue doesn't always do that. Yeah, I think that's where my love for sugar began. Oh my gosh. We used to put sugar on sugared cereal. Oh my lord. And then you'd get to the bottom of your bowl. Oh, that sounds good, Peggy. Um, and then you'd have that sugar all soaked up with the shouldn't be talking about sugar. Oh my lord. Oh my dear mom. Oh, in the fridge overnight. Oh, that would have been good, I guess, huh? How about that? Isn't it fun to know different things that, other people's moms did? I love that stuff. Just something as simple as a grapefruit. Does anybody ever watch that Pioneer Woman? I know I shouldn't be talking about food. Oh, Jackie, your mom did that too? Oh, that's amazing. Oh, really? Kelsey? Oh, I never thought about that. Anybody ever watch The Pioneer Woman? I guess when she was first married, her husband said he liked cinnamon toast or something like that. I think you call it. What the heck? I don't know if I'm calling it the right thing. And she said, "Oh well, you haven't had it made right unless I've made it." And he said, "Well, the way I have it is pretty good." And she said, I think she said, like, "Well, how do you fix it?" And he said, you toast your bread, put the butter on, and sprinkle on the cinnamon and sugar. And she's like, "I'll make it for you." Well, she takes like, a whole block of butter. Oh, you did, Gail? She took like a whole block of butter, let it get soft, and then she puts the cinnamon and sugar. I don't know if it was a brown sugar now because it's been a while since I saw her do it. I think it might have just been sugar and cinnamon. And then she, uh, you know, works that into all that butter. And then she toasted the one side of her toast in the oven. And then when she brings that out and she flips it over, she takes that cinnamon butter and she puts it on the on the bread all the way to the edge, all the way to the edge, and then pops it back in the oven. I don't know if it's the broiler. I'd have to look it up. I haven't. I made it once. It's to die for. Absolutely to die for. Just saying. Just saying. Yes, Jazz, that is really it's cool. Cool. Okay. So I'm just doing the same thing I've been doing. Pulling this in, tightening this up. Now I could stitch around these, which, I have access to my sewing machine. I cleared a path. Well, I put a chair in front of it now again, but I probably am not going to stitch these. I'm not too crazy about warm donuts. I think maybe it's because they give me indigestion. There's a donut place here in the States. What's it called? Krispy Kreme. And they have a sign up in their window when they're serving hot donuts and they're just coming out of the fryer. Just coming out of the fryer. We have apple cider donuts almost year round in these here parts of Jersey. My husband, I mean, they're okay. There's nothing wrong with them. Gail, you're cute. But good point. I wanted to have there's a place called the Yum Yum Shop. I still have to do this. And they have really major, major donuts, all different kinds. So I want to have a donut tasting thing with my grands and my daughter's family. Yeah, for real. Well, if I could choose carrots, I could talk about carrots, but I can't do carrots. Um, just go in and buy like a half dozen, 10 donuts. I don't think you need a dozen. And then just cut them all up in pieces and then put them out. Everybody, gets to taste one. Oh, Jill, that sounds good. All right, so I think I'm going to need some additional glue here, which I just did put some in, but see, now this isn't behaving. give this a little, just kind of bending. I'm not sure why. Now I want to get some packaging out. Pommy. Grew up in Aussie land. What's pommy? Glazed, glazed carrots. Oh, that sounds fun, Gail. But with the recent surgery that our daughter had, she had her taste buds are out of sync, and then I can't really chew, so we put it on hold. So maybe more towards September we'll try to do that. Maybe we'll have a game night or something, and yeah, she was on steroids for a while, so that kind of destroys your. Shez, I'm a Philly girl. Oh, you are, Jackie? You're from Philly? But my mom's family is from the southern U.S. Where at in Philly, may I ask? Where did you live? Pommy is a nickname for English people started. Oh, I never heard that. Huh. All right, so we'll see how maybe this will be better once yeah, that would be fun. You girls should do lunch or something. Lunch? Okay. All right, let me start one on. Oh, really? My sister is in the Northeast. How about it? Oh, man. How about it? It's cool. My left elbow every once in a while starts to get weird. All right, let's see what I've got here. I did trim out some. I might have used all those. Some packaging. Now, I like to pull off all the stickers. I don't know why. I think it just makes sense to me. Now, some of these Amazon bags have a little bit of a poof to them. They have some kind of padding. I'll get that up. Yeah, she's right off of Roosevelt Boulevard. She doesn't go downtown much, though. I don't know why. I think it's just because I like to pick things. I take these. Well, some of these things they glue on this shipping package. The packages come off easy. So, I just feel like I don't want it to come loose under my fabric or whatever I'm using to cover it. So this one, sometimes I open up the bags and just use one side. This one I'm thinking about using it this I just mostly, oh, there's Len. Hi, Len. Good morning. I just mostly, all right, and me, have a great day. Stay cool if it's warm for you, my dear. she's a worker. She's always busy moving around. She doesn't sit still, I don't think, too much. So I kind of like how that feels. But I need to trim off the top. I can't really see the poof because this is all sealed, and I'm going to leave it that way because I don't want to expose those little white dots. So I'm just going to trim this off even with this. And then I'm not worrying about the pages. I'll deal with pages later. And sometimes I sew the fabric on. I'm thinking I want a different type of fabric for this. I just spied. Let me grab it and see. Ow, I just stubbed my toe. My avalanche. I don't know if the camera's going to like this fabric. This might be a little more difficult to glue down, but I think I like this. And it's a big piece, so it might be a struggle to cut the piece, but we're just gonna see if I can do it. Now this is much thicker. You can kind of see the little cushiony dots. If it's just plain like wrapping paper or packaging, brown packaging, sometimes I'll put a layer of like quilted fabric. All right, Lynn said she made a junk journal July journal out of prime mailers and trash. Had to washi tape around the outside edge of a couple of pages because of those. Yeah, they kind of stick out like sore thumbs, right? Yes, right, Shaz. That's what I said. Is she really coming? I missed that part. Oh, it's only in her mind. She's coming up to a decision if it's time to downsize. Okay. So this might be hard to bring it in. So this is what I do. I just fold my fabric where I want to. And then I just cut on the fold. This is definitely like a upholstery type fabric. It smells really good. So whoever I got it from must have laundered it because it really smells pretty good. Look how it frays, I guess you could say terrible. Let's see. Now this has the square corners. So maybe after I glue this down, I can trim it a little more. If I go this way. Oh, let's lose that. Let's go this way. If you're getting the idea, oh, she doesn't really know what she's doing, you would be correct. Okay, I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac on this because I think it'll stick better because it's a heavier Bug. Good morning, Bug. How are you today? Nice to see you. All right, so I'm going to use this brush I just picked up at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to dump a bunch of this on. See if I can spread it fairly quickly. I don't know, sometimes I do half and half. Oh yeah, that spreads much better. Okay, because this is, if you're familiar with the Beacon glues, they're Fabrifix, Fabri-Tac. There's another one, Magnus, something or other. It's really, like snot, and it's hard to spread it. Now I have used my silicone spreader, and that works okay. But this brush really is working pretty good. So I think I'm going to do half. Get that down. And then I'll do the other half. Oh, you did, Jill? Great minds. I was just scooting through the aisles at the Dollar Tree, and I happened to spy it. And I thought, oh, I remember those from my parents' rubber cement. So now it was so hot at the ballpark last night. Oh my gosh, those poor pictures. I mean, they look like they were just melting. I mean, because they have the camera on them so much, so I guess that's why it was more noticeable. I'm sure all of them were very warm. But those poor pictures, oh my gosh. Well, today's game is at noon, like at 12:30. I don't know if they're going to cancel it. I don't know if they've ever done that. I can't even imagine. I mean, and they say down on that AstroTurf, it's like 30 or 40 degrees hotter. I think like their feet just burn. I should have trimmed that one in, I think. Uh-oh. I didn't move this too far out of the way. Got extra glue there. Extra, extra. I should have cleared a bigger space. Okay. Now, this will not be straight because I don't cut straight. But when it's all said and done, we're probably not going to see most of this. Now, Aisha, when she does this, she curves. Like a lot of people just cut straight here. She curves hers. I don't know why, if that's intentional or if she doesn't really say when she does her stuff. She doesn't talk. She just does the reels. Okay. Now I need some clips. I'm going to try this curve thing she does. See, I'm always afraid to get too close. Well, I'm close now. Oh, see, I did it too far. I can put a metal thing on there. Peggy said a slight curve works better. I should know to ask Peggy. Because Peggy not only knows a lot of stuff, she remembers. She remembers all this stuff. All right, let's get rid of this frame. slight curve. Slight curve. And slight curve. Yeah, I'm thinking I might need some clips. Let me get some clips out here. All right. I think my nozzle's getting a little clogged. Who are we talking about? She moves every month. Oh, I missed it. It just went up. This may not have been the best choice, but we're doing it. Sometimes I have a hard time getting these little clips to pinch open. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool too. Thank you. I have another one that's similar to this that I have on a cover sitting back there, but I think I have more of that, but I don't know where that is. Now, after I get this on, I think I'll start maybe trying to decorate one of them, like put some extra stuff on. We'll see how that goes. And the upholstery fabric gives it a nice feel too. You know what I mean? Like it almost feels cushion already. I have my clips right here next to me, but I've got so much other stuff sitting behind them, I have a hard time getting in there to get the little clippies. Okay. Now let's come down this other side. I'm not paying attention to chat guys so much. So if you want to put it in caps, that's fine. I won't be offended. Will not be offended. Now, like I said, I've got the corners, so I'll put corners on these to hide that messy job I did. I never had these clips before. I got them from Johnny not too long ago. And they have really come in handy. So if you ever see some like at a thrift shop, I would snag them. I have the yellow or orange stickers that come on Amazon packages. I don't know if I've seen those. Yes, it's got some padding in here. You can see those little white dots, and it's double. It's the actual envelope. I just used the whole thing, folded it in half. I just trimmed off the flap part, which is a little different too. Usually I open them up and just use the one side, but I like the way this one felt. I should pull this in tight here. Move this over. I'm still trying to get that as tight as I can. I might have to give that a haircut. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits. Okay, you want to hear something really, really, I think almost kind of frightening? When I was on, what's today, Tuesday night, and I was talking about a couple of old lives that are now available on my channel to watch as a video, doing grid journaling and grid art journaling. So I was telling Vale about them, and I gave her those links. I thought, well, I should watch one. So I was watching the doodling one. First of all, I found myself to be so annoying. Really, really annoying. Super annoying. Okay. That being said, with different things that I would say or sing, I'm thinking in my head, well, I would follow that with, and then I make a statement in my head, and then that's what I would say on the video. Yeah, 2 different sizes. Oh, is that what they're called? Quilter clips? Thanks, Peggy. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know they were called quilters clips. Now this I can cover the inside with, I think, something else, because I probably am going to stitch in my pages. Tuck the corners in before it dries. Yeah, I did that one. This other one I'm not sure. Oh, here, this one's not tucked very well. Maybe if I use my pokey tool. I'm going to probably have to trim it and then I'm using the little metal corners. I think that one's probably beyond repair as far as that goes. Now, not so much, not so much. I know, right? Yeah. Come on, fall, fall, fall. Now I'm wondering where'd I throw those other fabrics that I showed you? I should have a camera on myself at all times so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so here's a piece of this. And this is the black. I don't think I want the black in there. Although that doesn't look too terribly bad, does it? I was thinking about that other, oh, here they are. This other burgundy. I mean, I've got a lot of other fabrics too. Okay, Jill, if you don't make it back, have a great day. Kind of like I kind of like the black. I don't know if that's the biggest piece I have left because I went and whacked it. Anybody else have an opinion? I kind of like the black. All right, I've got to put some water in a little jar here. Put my glue brush in there before that's destroyed. Keep moving stuff I don't want to. All right. Let's just put that in there. Let's do this here. And I'm not going to put the corners on until I decide about the inside and see how that all plays out. Okay, does that make sense? All right, let's see how this one's doing. I think by the time I get the pages in there, this will be all right. This is still really damp back here. And then we got this little guy, that's still really damp. So these are my 3 things that I want to decorate now or put something on them to enhance and make the covers, you know, kind of pop a little bit and draw you in. So let's just pull out a little something here. Oh, that might look nice on that one. And start throwing some stuff down and see what we come up with. Now, I know not everybody has a bunch of trims and stuff. But you might have some old linens. You know, you could think about maybe some old linens. Or when you go to a Goodwill or a thrift shop, you know, for a yard sale, you know, somebody might have some worn out stuff. And if you like the pattern, even, you know, sheets and things like that, you can certainly use things like that to decorate. I only have this little piece of this. I was thinking probably lace down. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. All right, let's get out one of the. I think I need a drink. Oh, let's see. A little doily or something that I think I would like. I know I have a dark. Where do I have that? This they call GIMP. I know I have a dark green, but I don't know that I have a lot of it. I'm just pulling out some stuff that I might like to use. The other thing too is if you want to stitch something on, do it before you put your inside lining on. Buttons, don't forget about buttons. It's got a stain. Stains are okay with me. Let's see what we have here. I'm just pulling stuff while I'm digging through here to see if something would work. Oh, this is pretty. That might work on that other one. Okay. Sometimes I remember stuff I have, but most times I don't. So that's one good thing about going through your stash. Sometimes you're reminded of what you have available. Oh, here's that dark green. See, this might work for all of this. I've showed you this before too. I love this trim. I paid a lot for that, but you know what? I'll never see it again. So, and then of course I'm hoarding it because who wants to use it? Oh, here's some more. It's different, but I have the same. This is pretty. Right. All right, this is maybe for the carpet one. I really like these. See, this is see a pile up in aisle 3 and 4. This takes me the longest. I enjoy this part the most, but I didn't get out any lace. Oh, that smells good. But I like the smell of coffee. Coffee. I do like that, but I'm wondering if I should coffee stain this to see how that looks. where it's a brighter color. You know, might be okay. Might let that go. That idea. Sometimes I have to let ideas go, and it's not easy for me to let ideas go. I wonder if this is all I have of this. I thought I had more of this, but uh-oh. A little bit of an avalanche here. I must have hit that with my elbow. Not good. Not good. Pages. That covers up too much of the book. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that too. What do you think? Should it be this color though? Should I coffee stain that? Off-white might look better unless you layer it on top of white. Vail likes it light. I wonder if oh, I have more of I have more of this. Let's just see. Oops. It's not all of a sudden my stuff is not cooperating and everything's sliding. Nothing changed. Hold please. Hold please. Let's see if I no, yeah, let's knock that over. Okay. Okay, Gail. Got to take Dad to the. Oh gosh, it's a hot day to be out. Have a great rest of your day. You too. Stay. Yes, keep Dad cool too. Oh. This is what it was like the day our daughter got married. Yeah, I was thinking a button, maybe a button, Vale. What do you think? A button, maybe? Yeah, I think I like the lighter. Okay, this is going into the coffee for another use. I'll set that in over there. I was using coffee to stain paper last night, I guess. So, oh, buttons, where are the buttons? Okay, which box had there? This one's a little, that one looks a little different. I've got lots of these. So. See, that's a little bit. I don't even know if you can tell. All right, let me get my button box so I have it right here. What did it is Ron was doing that electrical job and he moved some of my stuff so he could get back to the corner where all my shindig fabric is stashed, and I'm not sure where the button box went. Oops. this is most inconvenient. Wait a minute, I'm going to scoot over here because I have more buttons. I just like to keep that little box near my desk so I can grab them easily. This one's kind of heavy. I got the front blinds drawn so keep some of the heat out coming into the front of the house. Oh, I think I see it now that oh, it's down there. Oh no, it looks like it fell. And it looks like it popped open. I'll have to deal with that after the stream, I think. My dear ladies, my dear ladies. Hopefully I can put that lid back on without having buttons all over the floor. Because I know a little someone who likes to chew on buttons. Oh, really? Cindy? Oh, God, really? Yes, it is early in California. Okay. So now, oh, this is an interesting button. Look, it's got a little bit of a green sheen to it. Let's get this down here. No, I want it smaller, but we'll leave that there. Oh, oh, oh. That's kind of cool. I think they're possessed too. I'm with you on that one. With you on that. There for a couple of days, Maya just wanted everything shut down and then started back up again. I think just because. That's kind of nice. I think I do like the green tone, green better. Or if you have maybe some repositional glue, like a glue stick repositional, could you put a little bit of that on? Which one, Patty? I'm moving them too quick. Do you like the gold? The metallic gold? Oh, it ate it up. You had to look. Did you ever dye them? Jacqueline dyes them. Oh, you like the yellow? Okay, so I'm thinking now Maybe I want to sit this down. This is really heavy. And I don't want that jar to break. Um, bum, 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 bum. You use double-sided tape. Yeah, you like to see. I think that's my least favorite. The gold, that yellowy button. Maybe if I had a deeper gold, which I might have. I don't know. I'm thinking about a little piece of this underneath so I can stitch it and make a cluster. I think that's too heavy. Let's take all these little wild things off here. It's hard to look at all the buttons in that jar. That's why I like the box I have. I think he probably knocked the box and the lid went cattywampus, unless I didn't have it on tight, which is a very good possibility. Hmm. Hmm. All this crazy stuff takes time, you know? Oh, geez. Now I got my charm hooked to the tatting. That's not good. My husband said to me a couple of months ago, I forget why, if you want a new printer, we can get you a new printer. I was complaining about something. I guess it was having one of its hissy fits. Now the printer I have belonged to my mom. It's a Brother brand, and it's very old. Doesn't owe me anything. It's, you know. So I got all excited about it, and then it started working. And it really prints very nicely for as old as it is. All right, let me see if I can grab these. Oh, yeah, we do have some spillage, but let's see if there's something better here. And you know, it just prints so nice. So we didn't do the printer. But every once in a while, it's like, I want to show you who's boss. And well, this one's cool. It's got all the threads still in it. I don't know if that's the top or the bottom. Yeah. That's an old cloth button. Oh, brass. Yeah. This kind of looks brassish, but it's probably plastic. Well, maybe it is metal. It's got some head with a, I don't know if it's a helmet or a hat, or I think that's kind of cool. I can open that flower up and put that in there. See, to me, this is a good color, but it's, this looks like a sink, like a kitchen, the bathroom sink. That's interesting. Really, that's the other consideration, right? Cat, um, the ink. Like I'm always out of yellow. I can't just buy yellow. I can't just buy yellow cartridges. I can only get 4 yellow, 4 blue, 4 red, 4 black, or something like that. I have so many black cartridges, I could open a store. So that's frustrating for me because I'm cheap. But that little button's so cute. Kellyanne would probably like that button. Here's brown. I can enter the brown so I couldn't see what I'm looking for really. Now that's the color I think I'm looking for. But this is an odd shape and it's real thick. I'm just not liking the yellow. I guess I should look on eBay. Or do I do something totally bizarre? Whoop. Somebody jump ship. Glad I'm not under a time crunch. This is an earring. Can you? Hey, Allie, how are you? Good morning. One. See, and then I have good. Then I have my good button. Oh, dare I look in there? See, I struggle with using my good buttons. Now, these aren't all of my good buttons. The aqua gold. You like that one? Oh, oh. Hold on. Trying to get my finger in there so it. How you doing today, Allie? That's too big. You're doing good? Oh, good. This looks like a cracker to me, like a Triscuit, doesn't it? It's not shape. Oh, how about a little bling? A little bling in the zing. Judy has an HP Tango, and I'm on a subscription for. Oh, I like it because I never have to work. Yes, that would be nice. Oh, yeah. I kind of like that too. I kind of like that bling. Am I the only one who likes the bling? There's another bling. Oh, this one's flatter. I have more bling other place. Oh, wait a minute. Let me hold that up. Let me see if I can convince anybody else. A navy button would look nice with gold thread. Oh, gold thread. I'm pushing the envelope though. Gold thread. I do have gold thread, Joyce. Just where do I have it? When Janet was here, we were looking at gold thread. All right, I like this one. Might like that one. This one I like, but I'm afraid it would break. And this is kind of like just a journal cover, Allie, with no idea of what's going to go inside. So just a cover. This one I kind of like. I have other metal ones that looks a little big, but I could probably tuck it in there. I like that one. It's like a bronze. Shaz says she lost her HP printers most of the time. It's so long since I turned it on. It will be, yeah, fingers crossed, yeah. Joyce, you like the teal one too? Don't you think it's a little big? This is what they all said. Oh, Peggy likes the teal as well. Patty says any would look good. The teal size is good. All right. I'm going to ask an opinion. Got to take with what the majority says, right? All right. Let's put these back. Gosh, I love that button. All these other ones can go in. Take the bling, and these go in my other box. That's a cool button. I could look at buttons all day. How do you like the teal too? Okay, honey. Okay, honey. Okay, honey. Oops. I can't wait to get my lap back. Someday I'm gonna have my lap. And it's not back yet. It's just, everything just hits the floor. I was looking at Murray's this morning, and she's like, I drop everything. Oh my gosh, I drop stuff all the time. All the time. Yeah, I like that too. I've had that a long time. I just don't want to use it. Oops. Oh, I didn't want to really do that, but I'm thinking I might want that trim for on this journal. I'm just trying to grab a piece of fabric to stitch underneath. Now, stitching, this is going to be. So this is, okay. You gotta love fabrics that you can just pull and tear. Now, do I really want to tuck it in or just let it sit on top? Oh, the decisions we have to make. You're okay with the teal too? Okay. 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 And then I was thinking on this, on the edge. Maybe move that over. Let's see if I do that. See, this is just tearing for the most part. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, I think I'm missing something. I like the bigger dark amber button with flower center. Okay. Stream green. I'm not picking it up. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay. No, I don't want to ruin this tatting. But this has got to go down first, you know? Eh, eh, eh. I'm just checking my. Okay, let's see if I snip a little bit of this. Got a little bit of a curve going on here. There's Jean. Hi, Jean. Oops, wrong. That's the wrong journal. All right, let's pull the threads. All right, pulling these threads. All right, let me check something here. I want to check something online. Jean, are you hot? She probably, Jean, I hope you have that hair up. Jean's got the best head of hair you'd ever want to see. I mean, honestly, the best head of hair like you've ever seen. But with that, I would think comes some heat. Some heat. I'm going to check something here. Okay. All right, I'm trimming off these little fibers because I think I just, sometimes you just have to start gluing stuff down. Let's just see the fabric is still attached there, or some of this it's not. And then I was watching Anne yesterday, And she was saying, she's going to New York on Friday. Oh, Jean, this is a good segue. Jean, you should get some Happy Mail today, Jean. It says it's going to be delivered by 2:45. Is that when you get your mail? I was thinking it would arrive too late, but maybe it's just in time. And if you don't think they'll work for your book, that's all right. I just saw them and was thinking of you and your patriotic journal. So there might be something in the Happy Mail that you can use. There's not tons of it, but might help the process. All right, let's see. See, I've got those round corners. So let's do this. Let's just lay it out and see. All right, so if I put this here and I put that over here, stitch stitch that on. Maybe I can use this down the back. Sorry, something. I have to get one of my mints. I have my mints right here now. Maybe this will go on the back. So when I put my signature in, I can cover those if I want to. I popped into Dee Dee's the other day too, Wednesday. It's today, Thursday, Wednesday. All right, I'm just going to go for it. Enough of this. Enough of this nonsense. I'm just going to do it. Now, I want to have enough to do the back cover with this if I choose. So I should probably not snip this, but I'm snipping it anyway, girls. It's just fabric, right? Oh, I thought you originally said you did like the turquoise button. Yeah, see, I'm not a fan of the turquoise button either. So that might change. Because I really don't like it. I thought everybody liked it but me. I thought you meant you didn't like this one. Oh, you're doing a challenge, Peggy? Oh, why my nose is so droopy today. What am I doing how am I doing time wise? Oh, I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. All right, so this can go to about there. Let's snip it. Yeah, I'd have to piece it back. Oh well. Or go with something different, That's always, an option. There was something really fluffy here I pulled out. Let's see. What if I did this? And then this. No, no, no. She is. Hi, Candy. I was wondering where you were. And Kel's probably sleeping in. She's probably sleeping in. I hope her air conditioning unit is working well. Yeah, I didn't like the fluff. I didn't like the fluff. I have more blingy stuff, but where do I have it? This is the question. A different green value is needed for the botulism. Shall we go a-rooting? A-rooting we shall go. A-rooting we shall go. These are not. These are not all buttons, but I could hot glue them on if I see something I like. I do like a little bling. Too big. Too big. Okay, Peggy. That's a comb. This is an earring. That looks like Carmen Miranda. That would be annoying to have that on a cover. Oh no, this one's kind of amber stones. Hold on. Kind of small. I'd have to snip off those whoopie-doop things. This has pearls. It jumped out of there. Get back in, dear. You can't really see that. You can, but... Oh, this is a pin. Whoa. I love all this stuff. Ooh, this is a little pin. How yummy is that little one? Oh, I don't know. Nothing's really hitting me. Oh, look at that. This is an earring. How difficult would that be to... The amber is a nice contrast. Yes. I agree. Let's see if I can... See, this is a little amber. Light and dark. Let's see if I can get this off. Maybe I should try a tool. Use a tool. This doesn't poke in my finger, and we have a very scary scenario here. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, yeah. Could be, I could maybe stitch that. That's a different shape. I'm not crazy about that shape, but that other amber, this other amber one I think might work. because it is round. It's got those two little loopy doops on the side. Did you ever get a piece of something like this and you're like, it's like probably junk, right? Yeah, we don't want to. Allie, you're so cute. Good point. Good point. Okay, let's put that up there. This one can go back in here, and let's make this decision. Decision. Now, hopefully, I can. So, do you ever think, oh, I wonder if this is worth anything? If I'm ruining it. But, like, how would you know? I should have my other glasses. Okay, let's see here. Maybe it's allergies. I always think about allergy stuff with all this heat. Geez, my eyes have been really watery today. Now this is going to be tucked down in, so should be okay, but I don't want there to be any real rough spots, So just giving it a little sander here, a little sandy sander. I had another idea. See, the things they start popping into your brain. Here's my little book. There it is. My little book pen here. Oh, kind of small. Of course, I just saw another button that might work. Oh. Oh, really, Judy? What, this one? I don't know if that would stay together if I hot glued it. I could do E6000. I like this. The amber one in the green, or just the amber? Or Vale says the amber one Cindy's got to go. Bye, Cindy. I saw this most beautiful thing. I sent it to you, Peggy. I didn't look to see if you saw it. I think the person probably took a piece of muslin and put like some watercolor down or something, some pink and then some green. And then she was doing some hand stitching with French knots and stuff like that. Gosh, it was beautiful. Yeah, yeah, it's got a center doodad. I don't think I can get that out without destroying that button. It's in there pretty tight. All right, so I'm going to stitch this in, and then I'm going to glue um, that little amber thing in there because this is my favorite, I think. All right, so thread, do 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 do, thread, do 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 do. I've got a couple choices here. You're not going to see this anyway because this is great. Because it's going to have something glued on top. Now, the other thing is a needle. A needle. I need a needle. Bum, 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 bum. You didn't see it? I forget which one I sent it to. Thanks, Dale. I don't think that's going to poke through the thread. That's not a good one. Too many choices. Oh, I got a thread in this one. Is this one sharp? No, that's dull. All my sharp ones don't have a very big eye to get that needle through. Sheesh. All right, I had a little pin cushion here earlier. Okay. The needle's sticking to my finger because it's right in front of me, girls. It's right in front of me. I think I can get thread through this one. I'll have to look for that. Should be easy for me to find. I don't know which one I sent it to. Man, I conked out last night. I didn't think I was going to see the end of the ball game, but whew, I was in and out, in and out. Lights out. I think I could sleep all week. And we have the air conditioning one. It's not like years ago we had an air conditioner, didn't quite work, or, we didn't have it at all, or it was a window unit or something like that, and it was just, I just can't take the heat very well. And life is much better with air conditioning for me. I know some people don't like it. I had an aunt, she was in her 90s. She didn't want anything to do with air conditioning. And her daughter said, Mom, I'll put it in for you. We'll get it. And she's like, no, I don't want it. I don't like air conditioning. And my cousin finally moved her up near, because this was Pennsylvania. And my cousin lived in New York. And she finally moved her mom into a care facility near her. So then she had, air, but she was stubborn and she just absolutely didn't want it. We get some of these warm summer days. It was very worrisome. So if you have any elderly neighbors, check on them. Make sure they're cool. Make sure they've got water. Yeah. Like I was saying, our son, the shipping guy in his place, so his responsibilities are in a warehouse, and you can't air condition the warehouse. But sometimes he'll take on other jobs where he can sit in the office. And so I just sent him a message before I streamed and said, I hope you're going to be doing stuff in the office today because it's miserable. All right, so I'm going to glue this on with my A6000, but I'll do that later because that has to really sit and not be disturbed. I could use a hot glue, but I want it to be more permanent. More permanent. Okay. So now let's do this. Run a little bead of glue on the edge. Europe is having a terrible heat wave and lots of places that, yeah. Hey, Beth. Yeah, Janet doesn't have air. That's why a couple of her streams, Freddie's been, I guess, in the kitchen or somewhere on a tile floor where it's cooler. And our little goofball, she just wants to go out and lay in the heat. A little goober. I'm thinking about writing something on that fabric, like something really earth changing, like journal. I don't know. Something. Vale, if you give me the okay, I can send Beth your address so you don't have to fuss with it. It's up to you. You just let me know, okay? And I can do that for you. Okay, so I'm thinking if I write on this, sometimes it turns out good, sometimes not. Most of the times not. Okay, let me sit this out of the way. If there isn't out of the way, let's see if I can get one of my. I don't think that one's working. Okay, let's see. I didn't get my A very good, but I like it okay. And let's see if we can. trim this down. So, yesterday Dee Dee was going through a bunch of different coloring books. And she was showing coloring books from people that they either aren't in print anymore or the one, I'm pretty sure I have one of the coloring books somewhere. I might have even given it away. But it always looks more interesting when somebody else, has it. I don't like the lace, but I have an idea of something I do have. My book, better. Storage tub. This is like that game where you have to slide all the pieces to get it where you want it. I think Rooster, Paper Rooster, I think made this fabric, but I'm not sure. At least I keep giving her credit for it. It was either her or Murray Just Murray, and I don't know. But it's very yummy. Now this might be a little too much. Where'd my journal go? See, this is what I do. Here it is. No, not liking that. Okay. Let's just get a regular little chunk. Am I frozen or Beth asked a question and still not have been answered? Is it just me or is there a technical difficulty? Oh, there it goes. Judy goes in. Oh, cheesecloth. Oh, that's a good idea, Judy. Hold on. I lost my journal word again. Gosh, I'm so annoying. Or maybe both. Let's see. Oh, Phillies are warming up. I thought they'd call that game because of the heat. I guess they don't do that. All right, I've got yellow, which is real. Well, here's a section that's not real bright. I don't think I like any of my other colors. Hold on. I don't have any normal. Not frozen. Thanks, Candy. Oh, Shazos were here. Thanks, guys. Thanks. It's like, you're chatting away thinking you're recording and talking, and then you don't realize you realize you don't have the camera on. Or, boy, I don't have any. How can I not have any? Just tea stain. Maybe some of my tea stain, the coffee stains. I have two types of cheesecloth. This is Jacqueline's. It's much more. It's more dense. Mine's are real loose and airy, which may work better in this scenario. Peggy, you are so funny. Oh my gosh, so funny. And so cute. Peggy is so cute. So funny. All right, let's see. Maybe I should just use all of it. Just all of it. Certainly not all boots. Yes, all boots. 2 weeks notice. I couldn't think of that before. We're getting a little carried away here. I gotta figure out how to bring my camera down without having to physically yank it. What do you think? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking if we go to the pool today, it's probably not going to be refreshing. It's going to be like bath water. Bath water. What if now I can make more, right? So if this gets ruined, I can make more. Somewhere on my desk, I have one of my alcohol inks that I used to make the tinkle tape. I was thinking about if I put a little bit of that on this, it might crunch it up enough to just go get another one. I mean, is it possible I put something away? Oh, dude. Oh, that is so unusual. Whoa, I don't want to knock over anything. I don't want my storage boxes. All right, let's see. We've got cover switch. Caramel. There's kind of red. I really want the latte, but that's the one I must have in my desk. Well, we can do a test. Test. Oh, yeah, I'm getting hungry for lunch. Not getting me hungry for lunch. All right, so where is I have this alcohol here. Yes, giant hot tub. Mm. Oh, that's way too dark, I think. Actually, that looks kind of cool. Mm. Mm-hmm. Choices, choices, choices. Oh, I want to show you that thing I sent Peggy. All right, let's try. I won't. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Judy. I wonder where Judy O's been. Should send her a message. Oh, the trip was kind of out of control. No idea, Beth. I'm just doing a cover. No plans. I might put bee stuff in it now, but from the way it looks. Oh, I know, right, Peggy? Yes, we loved that. Our kids loved it too. And then we were fortunate enough to get a pool. My mother-in-law had stayed with us and had some funds available, and she said, you know, why don't you take this and do something with it? So we were able to get the pool, which I enjoyed. I don't know my husband did because he had to take care of it, you know. I don't know. Maybe I should have left well enough alone or used, gosh, why am I so particular? Oh, Jacqueline's watching with no ears. Okay, I'm just going to glue this part down. Jacqueline, Jacqueline. I don't know. Should I keep this or redo the journal thing? You won't hurt my feelings if you just tell me what you think. I'm not that, I'm not that sensitive, at least not today. Oh, geez, I might be if avalanche happens. Oh my gosh, everything's starting to go. Everything's starting to go. I think I have, oh, these are all huge. Hold on. I was thinking maybe I had a little, no. I still got thread on it. This is my yo-yo box. My yo-yo box. I don't have too many little ones. They're all biggins. Oh, that little flower might work though. My gosh, I got beads in here. What is my story? What's the story of a lovely, look at these beads. And oh my goodness, girls. Oh, I need to turn my fan up. You know what I could do? I could crochet a little, not a flower like Joyce does, but even just a little circle. Might be, or a yo-yo made out of the cheesecloth might be nice. Well, I didn't get too much done today, but I'm well on my way. Choices, why do I keep getting an error? I don't know. Yes. Well, I wrote it on. I didn't stamp it. So that could be part of the problem. I don't need it to be in your face either, but maybe a stamp, something stamped would work better. I think Scooter's home. Let's see what this looks like. And then I'm gonna go. Because I'm not usually this hungry, but when you type in chat, it says I don't know, Joyce. Oh, maybe a little bead stitched in the center there. Yeah, I think so. I think it might be a glitch. Or maybe too many people are trying to post at the same time. Who knows? I usually ignore it. All right, let me see if I can find where I sent this to Peggy. Peggy, 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 where are you? Do, 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 do. It's not that one. Let's try here. I watched this little Asian girl eat food. She's so adorable. I just can't even stand it. Every time I see her face, I have to watch her. Some of the stuff she eats is like so crazy. Here it is. Okay. Isn't it beautiful? It's called The Seductive Stitch. It's not even stitch spelled out. What about a piece of jewelry or a flat back jewel or wax seal? Oh, up here. So you don't like this thing here? I don't have any wax seals. I know, isn't this gorgeous? What else did you say? A piece of a piece of jewelry. Uh, or a flat back. Maybe I have a flat back. I have these little pearl flat backs that are kind of cute. I'll take it under advisement. Yeah, I was thinking a bead on that little. Now I threw that somewhere. A bead on that little piece of a doily. Oh my gosh, here it is. Something stitched in there. Or it could do some French knots. Some French knots. Hey, baby, a little French knot. Oh, look at this piece of yarn I have sitting here. I could have put that underneath. Cut it down. Cut it up. Cut it up. All right, I really need to go because I'm really, really quite ravenous. And I think the ball game has started. So I got to check that out, right? Gosh, it was nice to see everybody early this morning. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, brooch pin or a dangle. Oh, yeah, make a little dangle. Just a little mini. Might be good. I got to stitch this all together. I did glue this down, and then this is going to get the amber thing glued in there. So it's not bad. It's not bad. And then I've got that green gimp that I'm going to put probably on the span once I get some pages in. Oh, you're welcome, Shaz. And then I still have this other one and the little one. Oh, I've got tons to do. This will keep me busy for at least a year. All right, I'm off to have some lunch. Thanks again for spending time with me. I do appreciate it, and I just really enjoy your company. Thanks so very much. So have a great day. Don't do anything silly, okay, guys? Nothing silly. Like, no, it's too late in the day to water plants. You know what I'm saying? Take a walk or do any of that crazy crap, okay? You're just going to stay cool, drink some water. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Oh, Jackie, I think you're somebody I'd like to just give a big hug to. You and Peggy have lunch together. I'll have to have her give you a hug from me. My dear sweet friends, have a great day. If I don't see you before or on July 4th, have a great 4th of July celebration. Just, in our old age, sometimes we do silly stuff, you know? So, yeah, good day to be a slug. Exactly, Peggy. So, read a book, do some crocheting, feet up, and relax. All right. Love to all of you. Take care. I'm going to grab some lunch and I'll see you soon. Hopefully, I'll see you soon. Don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. And until next time, bye for now. I can't get my mouse to cooperate. He doesn't want to say goodbye. Okay, love to all. Bye bye.